Welcome to Discussing Dad Life, where we break down bullshit so you don't have to. I'm Void, this is No, and let's go.
Welcome to Main Event Mondays. Not joined with anyone today. Void is still out doing his sabbatical, basically, and Moo's not with me this weekend, so we're going solo. So I wanted to do a quick shout out to everyone that's joined up. We've gotten 49 new subscribers in basically the last month, so thank you guys all for subscribing. Looks like you guys are appreciating some of the content that we're putting out, so thank you very much. And then to rehash what Discussing Dad Life is about. So we break it down into 3 different days: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays we refer to as the Main Event Mondays, and that's just going on with the news of the world. So covering primaries, covering the presidential election, giving our thoughts on that, all the craziness going on in the world, the open borders, blah, 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 whatever. So tune in on those days if you want to hear some takes on the political stuff and what's going on in the world. Wellspring Wednesdays is more or less going over different various topics. So we've covered puberty, we've covered friendships, we've covered relationships. One item that I want to bring up still is dirt biking and doing like set events with your children. Like my nephews, they race dirt bikes. So bringing on my brother-in-law and having him talk about like how he manages his time, working full time, being a full-time dad, and then also making time to make sure that he's fixing up the motorcycles and everything or the dirt bikes for his kids. And how what level of satisfaction he gets from seeing him be successful, and see what he thinks on what the important aspects of those are. And then fan favorite Fridays, typically we do reactions. So we've done reactions to relationship videos. We've done reactions to music videos. Those are more or less what we kind of do on fan favorite Fridays. Sometimes we'll give channel updates and do shout outs. And then usually on special occasions, we'll do a live events on Sundays when we're recording, and then that will come out with as well again on Monday. So yeah, if you're curious on what we do, that's what we do. Thank you guys all for subscribing, and give us a like, share, and yeah, let's spread the word. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover the primary results because those are now final. Last week it basically was over, but let's just look at the final numbers because it is a showdown. It is a rematch between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Hey, thank you. So producer's a little slow on the uptake. So Democratic Party, Joe Biden is the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party. He's got 2,107 delegates. He only needed 198, so he's the presumptive nominee. There you go. That is now confirmed. Well, it was confirmed the other day. He surpassed 1968. This was updated yesterday at 9:35 p.m. So as of Saturday, the 15th, 14th? I don't know. What day is it today, dude? The 17th? So yeah, as of the 16th, he had definitely secured it. Go ahead and switch over to the Republican Party. Trump secures it. He's the presumptive nominee. He's got 1,241. He only needed 1,215 to win it. So he is now effectively, we have secured the rematch between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Go America. Yeah, you can tell I'm super excited about this. This is more like a
fatality.
Yeah, I am. We really need new political leaders. Granted, Donald Trump, in some ways, I agree that he kind of got how to say it? He kind of got he didn't get. I'm not going to sit there and say that the election was stolen from him. It really wasn't stolen. There was just some changes made in states, and the Republican Party is so outdated or so behind the times in a lot of ways. Granted, hold on. Can you search? If I remember right, Laura Trump is now the RNC chairwoman. Can you do a quick search for me on that? Laura Trump. Lara. Lara. Trump. Trump. RNC. Space RNC. Thank you. Yeah, Laura Lee Trump is in blah, blah, blah. I could have swore she. Yeah, it looks like she became the new chairwoman for the RNC. Scroll down. So let's go open the political article right there. Yes, dude. Sorry, bear with me. I should have held this pulled up. Scroll down. 60 hours. Keep scrolling down. So right here, on Friday, former North Carolina GOP chair Michael Whately was elected the RNC's new chair, and Trump daughter-in-law Laura Trump was elected as co-chair. Okay, so yeah, she's not the sole, but this is good because Ronna McDaniel, she was doing good, it seemed like, and then it seems like she got Trump derangement syndrome. And there's one thing the Democrats definitely have over the Republicans is they move in lockstep typically, whereas the Republicans are so fractured on everything. It's kind of nuts. You can go ahead and X out of this one. I was just wanting to confirm that. I remember reading it, but I wasn't 100% positive. So yeah, the RNC, now head up by Laura Trump, obviously is going to be doing a lot more in the ways of helping Donald Trump secure the election this fall. Go ahead and move to the Trump slams Biden article. So from the Daily Wire, Trump slams Biden as a great threat to our democracy in fiery campaign speech. Go ahead, scroll down. Let's read this one together, guys. Just real quick. We'll do like the first 3 or 4. Former President Donald Trump blasted his political rival President Joe Biden during a campaign rally in Dayton, Ohio on Saturday, saying the president represents a great threat to our democracy. That's actually true. Other than the fact that Trump's doing the same thing the left is doing and calling America a democracy when we're actually a republic. But, no need to split hairs, I guess. Trump spoke at the swing state campaign event where he was flanked by Republican Senate candidate Bernie Morneau, who Trump has endorsed in Ohio's GOP primary. Throughout his speech, Trump repeatedly hit Biden, focusing on the ongoing border crisis that has hit record levels under the president's watch. The leading candidate in 2024 presidential race also accused Biden of using the Department of Justice to go after his main opponent, which is actually true. He has definitely weaponized the DOJ to target people on the opposite side of the political spectrum of him. Remember this, Joe Biden is a great threat to our democracy, Trump said, according to Fox News. He's a tremendous threat to our democracy. His incompetence is the number one reason. Also, he uses the Justice Department, the FBI, to go after his political opponent, which happens to be me. Well, those are, yeah, he's not lying on any of that other than the fact that don't call it a democracy. We're a republic there, Trump. There's never been a president so bad, the former president added. There's never been anything like it. He's incompetent. He's crooked. Again, facts. He is incompetent and he is crooked. The former president currently faces 4 criminal trials, including 2 related to his challenging his 2020 election loss to Biden and one of his handling of classified documents after leaving office. Meanwhile, Biden was recently cleared by a special counsel report that looked into his handling classified documents as vice president, which they said that Biden would likely present himself to a jury as a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. Again, this whole thing, that alone tells me that we should not be even having him on the ballot. That's nuts that he was found to have done all this, but they chose not to prosecute him due to the simple fact that he's going to come across to a jury as a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory. Yet somehow we're supposed to want to elect him as president of the country? This makes no sense to me. Yeah, if you want, go ahead and check out the Daily Wire article. It's definitely interesting. I'm not looking forward to the rematch just because I think we should be having some fresh faces in here. but it is going to be entertaining as heck. Anytime Trump's doing anything, it's always entertaining. I will say that. So go ahead and let's switch over to the Shift hopes Trump faces trial, dude. There you go, Adam Schiff. Everybody remember this guy? He's the one that blatantly lied to the American people about the Russiagate, that there was evidence of it and whatnot, and he was sitting there on just, begging to the camera to get, airtime, lying to the American people. Somehow he's still in office, I guess, whatever. The people who wanted him in the office got what they wanted, but, I mean, this is nuts that this guy has power over anyone's lives. It's absolutely crazy. So Rep. Adam Schiff, who is running for Senate, said on Sunday that he hopes some of the criminal cases against former President Donald Trump go to trial before the 2024 election in November. During an interview on CNN, which is trash, I'll just throw that out there, CNN is trash. CNN, sorry, is trash. Host Dana Bash said Trump's strategy to delay these cases is paying off, and asked Schiff if he believes there is a chance that Trump might not stand trial before Election Day as dates across the myriad of cases get pushed back. There's a chance that he could evade justice by delaying justice. Well, this is not true. He's not evading justice. I mean, the evidence is not there, guys. It's just not there. Everything that we know so far, it's just not there. So this is a tried and true tactic of Trump throughout his career, and I hope that the courts are aware of exactly what he's doing and how his incentive for trying to prolong this, Schiff said. Go ahead, scroll down. Keep going. I hope they won't go along with the strategy in New York. I hope that they will look at the facts in terms of what caused the late release of this discovery, he added, referring to a hush money case in Manhattan where the trial date has been pushed back at least 30 days. If it was driven by the Trump defense team not requesting it earlier, they should not postpone the trial any further. Schiff said his greatest concern lies with the timeline of the 2020 election interference case brought by special counsel Jack Smith. The Supreme Court is considering whether Trump can invoke presidential immunity to shield himself from federal prosecution after it kept the former president on the ballot in states that tried to ban him over the U.S. Capitol breach on January 6, 2021. Good thing to note on this one is it was all 9 Supreme Court justices that decided to keep Trump on the ballot. That there is no, I know there was a push to say that the Supreme Court is, favoring him, but this stuff is dumb. So Schiff obviously does not like Trump, and he definitely wants Trump to go to trial before all this. And there's a main, if you think about this logically, the main reason why he wants this to happen, or why all the Democrats want this to happen, is because if Trump is already leading in the polls, which is insane, considering the fact that he's a Republican, and Republicans usually never lead in the polls, it seems like. If they can keep him tied up with having to be in court instead of being on the campaign trail, this is everything is. It's just going to help the Democrats out by tying him up in court. It's going to cost him money. It's going to cost him time. But the one thing that it is doing is it's keeping him in top of the headlines. And I don't know. It seems like everyone who already has an opinion about Trump already has their opinion about Trump. Same like what that comes with Biden. So it's really weird. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off with the social media. So this one's interesting. So TikTok is catastrophically harmful to young people regardless of who owns it. So basically TikTok has been in kind of the chopping block, it seems like, since 2019, something like that. More or less because of the ties to, by the ownership of coming from China. Now, what's gone on recently is what we're about to cover, which is a bill that would effectively ban the Chinese-owned social media platform TikTok passed the House Energy and Commerce Committee last week in a 50-0 vote and was passed by the entire House in a largely bipartisan 352-65 vote on Wednesday. According to the legislation, the app's Chinese parent company ByteDance would have to divest from TikTok or face a ban in the United States. So basically what they're trying to do is stop letting China have access to all the people's data and stop China from interacting with the algorithms that's pushing these morally reprehensible things onto the young American people. Now, I don't necessarily know if just forcing China not to own a stake in TikTok is actually going to do this. One thing I've noticed is social media. It doesn't matter if it's TikTok. It doesn't matter if it's Instagram, whatever. Social media tends to push what people would not refer to as morally acceptable standards, right? We're teaching our youth that it's okay to be a hussy or to be a harlot. Suicidal rates have increased dramatically based on social media. I mean, luckily for me, I went through high school without really the advent of social media. I mean, we had MySpace, but whoop-de-doo. I mean, like I didn't really have to go through the stuff that kids these days have to do. And one thing that I do with my children is I think my 13-year-old is on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure he has some other stuff. Fine. He's 13 years old. I'm going to let him do it. And I'm just trying to keep an eye out for him. But my daughter, nope, sorry. You don't need to have that. I'm already get a little upset with her on how much time she spends on YouTube Shorts. And it's not because that I don't want her to see these things per se. It's that she's developing too much time, and she's sometimes getting these ideas in her head that I don't necessarily agree with, right? And as a parent, that's your job to do. So we're tying a little. I kind of want to dive a little bit more into social media and parenting on our Wellspring Wednesdays episode, but the main thing here is TikTok is not being outright banned in the U.S. The bill that looks like it had gone through, I was reading into it a little bit. I know TikTok put out a thing saying, squash this. They're trying to come after. They're not trying to shut down TikTok. What they're trying to do is force foreign governments from owning the social media platform in the United States, pushing certain like videos and stuff onto our youth, right? I in some ways I kind of disagree with this because the American marketplace has always been open to anyone who wants to involve. However, this isn't set like, oh, we're just targeting because we don't like the Chinese. It's actually using an article where they're saying that there's like 4 nations like Iran, China, North Korea, and I think Russia was the other one, are like the 4 major adversaries of the U.S. And they're basically saying if any of those 4 entities own portions of any website, I mean, it's a specific thing. It's very targeted to TikTok. This isn't going to shut down X. This isn't going to shut down Facebook. This isn't going to shut down newspapers. There's a lot of scuttlebutt out there on what it's going to do, and it doesn't appear to do any of that stuff other than it's very focused on banning China from having any ownership in TikTok. So, yeah, let's explore more on social media and the ramifications on our youth on our Wellspring Wednesday episode. But yeah, go ahead and switch us back to the main screen, bud. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Once again, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to everyone that's signed up recently. Well, everyone that's subscribed. We're getting more views. We're getting more playtime, getting more subscribers. I really appreciate everybody jumping in and supporting the channel. Comments are also increasing quite a bit. This Friday, I'm not going to do reactions. We're actually going to do a comment section, reviewing all the comments going on and what they were commenting on. Some of them I agree with, some of them I disagree with, and hey, that's what America's about, man. None of us are going to agree 100% on everything, right? Like, I know my son and I don't always see eye to eye. My girlfriend and I don't always see eye and eye. My friends and I don't always see eye to eye. We all have different views on how to do things. The best part is being able to openly communicate about what's going on and then moving forward together, typically, right? Coming to some sort of compromise. That's one thing that we've definitely been lacking in the U.S. I think that's one reason why we have such a bipolar or by segmented America these days is we're very tribal natured. And I don't really typically care for the tribal nature of things because one tribe has good things, another tribe has good things. One tribe has bad things, the same with the other one, right? So you gotta be able to move between the two and then kind of come to a compromise. That's what we were always founded on, and it seems like that has definitely gone by the wayside in our political spectrum, and seems like it's gone away quite a bit in some of our personal lives as well. So, yeah, again, thank you guys all. Just in case we made more candles, we got about just under 100 candles made right now. If you guys are interested in buying candles, you can shoot us a message. You can email us at discussingdadlife@gmail.com. I can give you information on how to do that, and we can get everything set up. Olivia or Moo would definitely really appreciate all that. That this is her little business, and it's a cool little business. She's learning a lot, and it's helping her form, some dedication on that. So maybe I'll cover a little bit more on that on Wellspring Wednesdays. But until then, peace. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. Till then, peace.